Hi dear students, you are welcome in this video. Dear students, we are starting a series on our channel, series in literary terms and concepts. This is first video in this series of LT, literary terms, and in this video we are going to talk about the very first term, that is act and scene. I will explain to you what is act and scene. Basically, these are very simple terms or concepts I chose to deliver in this first video, act and scene. You might have already familiar with this act and scene, but we will discuss this act and scene through the eyes of literary critics like M.H. Abrams and Chris Baldick. And in this series, we will have more concepts and more terms which are important in English literature, so that you can understand English literature in very simple ways, how these terms are used in English literature, or what is the value of these terms in English literature to understand the core of this literature. So let's start with act and scene. First we will talk about what is act, the very views expressed by Chris Baldick and M.H. Abrams and Geoffrey Halfam. So I will read the definition made by M.H. Abrams and Chris Baldick, and then we will explain it, and then we will have an example. So according to M.H. Abrams and Halfam, act is a major division in the action of a play. Now you can understand that act is nothing but it is a division in the action of the play. There is a play and there is action. So this action is divided into some sections, and these sections are called act. So you are familiar with this very act. Next we have a definition made by Chris Baldick. It is on the same line: a major division in the action of a play comprising one or more scenes. Now here we have some details about scene. Now again, act is divided into scenes, and this all process is combined in act. Now let's understand through a diagram so that we have a clear view of act. Here you can see, just consider this is a play, and this play starts from here and ends here. You can see there is division. What is act? Act is nothing but the division in the play. So here you can see this is the division made, and this division basically is called as act. Here you can see act first, act second, act third, act fourth, and act fifth. Generally this system of 5 acts is found in ancient Roman plays, you can see, and later this system or this structure of the play is borrowed by many dramatists in various parts of the world. For example, we find in England the same division is followed, or the same structure is followed in Elizabethan period. If you look at the Elizabethan dramatists or Elizabethan playwrights, you understand how they have divided their plays into 5 acts. Generally there were 5 acts, and these again acts were divided into different types of scenes, and an act comprised of many scenes. There may be 3 scenes, 4 scenes, 5 scenes, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever the playwright wanted or required to incorporate these scenes into the acts. Now this is very clear. Now let's understand this structure have been first imitated by Elizabethan dramatists, and in the late 19th century we find that there were many writers like Chekhov and Ibsen who composed plays in 4 acts. Now this system or this structure followed in Elizabethan period by Elizabethan dramatists or Elizabethan playwrights. From there we have this structure percolated in 19th and 20th century. In 19th century we find the playwrights like Ibsen and Anton Chekhov who composed their plays in 4 acts. Means 4 acts became popular in 19th century. Next we found that 20th century there were 3 acts, and these 3 acts were common for traditional non-musical dramas. Means in 20th century 3 acts became popular, and hence we find there were many plays which were composed in 3 acts with different types of scenes. And dear students, dropped curtain or intermission is the end of act. It is considered as the end of act. So it is very simple. If you find that curtain is dropped, means the scene or act is over. So this is the mark. Or if you find intermission, it also suggests or it also symbolizes that the act is over. So it's very simple. The end of act is indicated by dropping of curtain or intermission. Now our next concern is scene. Now what is scene? Again, scene is nothing but the division in the acts. So it is again the micro divisions in the act. Act is a major division in the action of the play, and scene the division in acts. So let's understand M.H. Abrams and Halfam, what did they say about act? So acts are often subdivided into scenes, which in modern plays usually consist of units of action in which there is no change of place or break in the continuity of time. Now here you can understand two things. There is no change in the place or time, and it is or the action is continued. So this is the basic thing regarding scene. Scene is nothing but a division in the act. Let's have an example. Or here you find the play begins from here. This is a play and this is the continuation of the play. So play begins here and you see it is the division in the act, and again you find this is marked by first act, this is second act, and in this first act you find this division is shown by these lines, and these are nothing but the scenes. First scene, second scene, third scene, fourth scene. Again you have act second, first scene, second scene, third scene, fourth scene, fifth scene, etc. So this structure continues till the end of the play. Now dear students, three things are important here. There is no change in the place. Second, there is no break in the action. And third, this is presented in the form of episodes. You find different types of episodes who are connected, interconnected in the acts. So scenes are the episodes. You can understand it in very simple way. That is, these are nothing but the episodes or a serial, or it's a series. Scenes are nothing but the series in the acts. There may be 2 scenes, 3 scenes, 4 scenes, or many scenes in single act, and the whole structure continues till the end of the play. Now dear students, let's understand an example of this act and scene. Now here you can see we have Shakespeare's Hamlet. So this picture I drew from internet, which shows the Hamlet. It's a scene in the Hamlet. Now you can see that Hamlet is a play with 5 acts. Here you see act first, act second, act third, act fourth, and act fifth. Now in the first act you find there are 5 scenes. In the second act 2 scenes, third act 4 scenes, fourth act 6 scenes, and in the last act we have 2 scenes, and there are 19 scenes total in the Hamlet. Now you may have question on Hamlet, how many acts are there, how many scenes are there, what happened in what act, or what happened in what scene. So all these things you need to remember when you appear for any exam like NET, SET, or other competitive exam. So dear students, this is all about act and scene. Still you have any problem, any query, you can directly ask me in the comment section. Or if you have many questions to ask, please email me on contactliteraturesimply@gmail.com. I will definitely reply to your email. So thank you very much for watching the complete video. Please like this video, share this video among your friends, and subscribe to our channel Literature Simply. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.